Okay, I'm going to have a go at turning my shopping basket into a database based application. So I'm going to go to public and Flask, and I'm going to remove everything that was in there already. I've been copying students' code in here to mark the coursework, so I'll have the last student I marked is in here at the moment, but that should get rid of them, and then I can go to my project. So just looking on GitLab, this is also projects. I've got lots of projects because I've got all of your projects. But if I go to my personal projects, then I can find there's the punch out that I've been working on, and I can copy that, and I can git clone name of the project, and don't forget to put the dot at the end. Okay, so that means that now when I visit the shopping cart, I can see all of your logos, and if I reload, yep, I can see my logo there, and I can go to the site. Okay, so these are some values. I've got V, this is my shopping cart here, and I want to create a database to put my products in. So I don't want to do this. This is the product list is hard coded. I want to get the product list from a database. So I'm going to create a database to put that data in. Okay, now I think we talked about the database structure that's required, and it's a fairly common sort of structure. I'm going to create a file called make tables. This is my habit. I always have a file called make tables, and in it I have my products. So my products have got a unique identifier. They've got a title, an author, a description, a year of publication, and a unit price. I'm selling books on my website, and I've just copied from a website I like a whole bunch of products. So these are my product lines. So this actually comes from the 100 Best Books by The Guardian. So my book number 1 is Pilgrim's Progress by John Bunyan, and it's got a description here. It's got a year of publication, and the price of this book, like the price of all of my books, is £10. A couple of things to look out for. In the text that I copied, you've got to look out for apostrophes. You see this apostrophe here? It's Pilgrim's Progress. Now that kind of apostrophe is different to this kind of apostrophe, and so that's not going to cause me a problem. If it was a normal apostrophe, it was an apostrophe like that, if it had been Pilgrim's Progress with a normal apostrophe, that could cause a problem, but the way I've got it here shouldn't be difficult. So let's see if I can load in that database. So just do ls. This is my new file here, make tables, and I want to do SQLite. So what I can do is go back to edit that there and copy this text and quit, and then I can do SQLite 3. I'm going to call my file shop.db, that's the database file, and I can paste in my code. That seemed to work. Let's just check. Select, start from, is it called product or products? It's product. Okay, so the data seem to go in there, and this is normal SQL. I can type in ID and unit price if I want, or I could select ID, author, unit price, and so that's a straightforward database table. Okay, so that's created my table, and I want now to get my list of products from the database rather than hard-coded. So VI server, that's where I was getting my products. They had a supplier part, a description, and a unit price. So supplier part description, unit price. I'm going to have more things in my products after this. What happens is that the server loads this. The server is going to load this file at the beginning. Okay, let's see if we can make up some code to run when the server first starts up to load in from SQL some more products. Need a bit of help for this. So Python SQLite 3. Okay, I'm looking for a site which has got some simple examples. This looks good. So this is SQLite running. You create, you get a, do the import. You get a connection. You create a cursor. This is creating SQL. I don't want to do that. I want to do select command. So I'm looking for a select. Here's a select. Execute. Fetch one and execute many. Okay, I think this select one will do what I want. So this is an execute statement, and this is fetch one. Okay, that looks all right. Okay, so what I need to do then is to import SQLite 3. Okay, I need to create a connection. I need a line like that. Let me do that here. Okay, and it's not example.db, it is shop.db. Okay, that's my connection. I need to create a cursor. Okay, I don't think I'm going to call that cursor C. I use C a lot. Let's call it cursor. Okay, I then need to execute a statement, an SQL statement. This one here looks good. The example they've got here has got a parameter in it. Can you see symbol as a parameter? I don't need a parameter. So I'm just going to execute a simple statement. Copy that and paste it in. So I just want to select star from, there's no where clause, from product. Okay, and now I want a loop because that's going to return several. This one is saying fetch one. So I've got to do a C execute, and then I've got to, that's a fetch one. Presumably there's a fetch many. I wonder if there's an example of doing a fetch many. SQLite select multiple rows. That's what I want. Oh, I don't want to execute many. No, this is getting too complicated. I want to do something simple. Let's just select rows. Select. It looks like a simple question. I'm just looking for a little bit of code. Okay, for row and result, that looks good. So this is a little bit confusing. Result is cursor fetch all, and then you've got the thing that you can iterate over. Okay, so let's say result equals that should be cursor. Result equals cursor, what was it, fetch many? Fetch all. And I can say for R in result, products, I want to add to append. I want a new object, and let's try and keep it consistent. I want supplier part ID. That's going to correspond to my product code, which will be r dot something. R square bracket 0 perhaps. So that's my product. That's my product code. I've got a description, which is the title. So that's R R1, I'm guessing. And the unit price, that was the last one. And I don't remember how many columns I've got. I'm guessing it's about 5. Let's go for 4 just in case. Okay, so that should add to my product list. Let's give that a go. So let's make it run. Let's try and reload. Okay, every time I go in, the key is wrong. The key gets, what happens when I change the server, it won't find the key. I have to go back in. It's a pain. Okay, that's looking good. Obviously I got the price wrong. That looks like the year of publication rather than the price. So I guess the unit price here, that should have been R5. I can't reload. This is going to be a pain. Every time I have to go back and start again. Okay, so that's my list of products. I've got all the existing products that I started with in there as well as ones coming from the database. So that's easily taken care of. I just need to initialize my products to be an empty list to start with. And then it opens the database and loads in the products. Okay, let's try it again. I won't bother trying to reload because I know that won't work. Just click on here. And that's my list of products, and I can change that, I can update it, and we can start working on the shop proper. I'm happy with that, so I'm going to do a commit. So git, oh no, first of all, what are the files I added? So I added make table SQL, and I created this thing. So you create this by running make tables. I think we can probably do something like SQLite 3 and then shop.db, and I'll take my input from make tables. So I run that, and it says you can't do that because the table already exists, and I've broken all these unique constraints because I'm trying to add the product twice. So what I usually do in make tables is add at the top, I add in the line drop table product. Okay, that means if I don't get my database right first time, and I very rarely do, I can just rerun this thing over and over again. So now when I run this line, it drops the table and it recreates them. So I can edit my product list. Okay, point was I have got this file here is new, that's part of the source code. This file here doesn't really belong in Git, but I'm going to put it in anyway because it's kind of handy. So I'm going to say git add make tables and shop. Okay, and then git commit -m. So using database for products -a and git push. Good. And in the next video, we will look at how we can do things like searching using the database, and perhaps we'll do a little bit of Ajax as well. Okay.